All right, people on the YouTube internet. I think I have a zit right here. Is that a zit? Yeah, it is. Oh, geez. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be fucking coughing, I guess. Contrasting two experiences with Karens this week. Let me cough one more minute. Okay. So, the first one happened today, and it's what gave me enough material to make this video. I have this cut on my hand. Well, it's not a cut. It's like those skin tags you get by your nail that you pull on. Well, I was at a red light, and there was 5 people in front of me. So, anyways, there was like that skin tag, and I was at the red light, and I was just picking at it a bit. And there's this fucking, you know the type, but I'm not going to describe her. She was in like a broken down white Dodge Karen van. And I was picking at it, and she was driving by, and she screams at me, "You stop the fucking texting!" And like, what the fuck, man? Like, I've literally never, not one time in my entire life, texted while driving. So, I understand why she could have thought that. I don't know, understand why she thought it was her business. But I guess technically it is a hazard. But once, like I just said, I've never done it in my entire life. And she was fucking just fuming. You could see her just fucking red skin, veins, just fucking screaming out her window. Like, what the fuck, man? Anyways, completely unhinged, but had a point. Her heart was in the right spot, even though her mind wasn't. I'm going to contrast that to a Karen at my workplace, who I work with, whose heart is in the wrong place, but she does it subtly and quietly. This lady hates homeless people. I don't know why. Probably because she's done nothing in her life other than complain, and she's living on divorce money, and she just wants to bully people. And not to throw shade on her divorce, but she always talks about how her ex-husband is like this sociopath, and from what I've seen, it's definitely the other way. And this isn't a man-woman thing. This is just an individual case. I've seen her behavior, and she's definitely that. And if he's that too, then they're both that, it is what it is. But yeah, she lies a lot. She exaggerates a lot. She's always trying to bully people. She's kind of trying to leverage as much as she can. And I mean, all the power to you. Like, it's competitive out there, so I get that part of it, even though that's not the way it should be. But now she's just lying, just compulsively, just to entertain herself, it seems. And there was, well, I was just about to say there was 2 guys, but there wasn't 2 guys. That's part of her lie. I was walking up, and she's like, "Do you just see those 2 guys?" And I'm like, "No." And like, because there wasn't 2 guys, but I'm going with it. She's like, "There's these 2 guys that just came in, and they just took their credit card, and they just wiped it through the door, and they just came right in to the building. And that just goes to show you how easy it is. These thieves get in here." And I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm thinking like, okay, let's unpack this. So I'm like, "Oh, well, at first I believed her because I was actually concerned. And then I started to think that later after she revealed herself a little bit. But so I'm like, "Oh, which 2 guys? I'll find them. And I'll get them out." She's like, No, they're not here anymore." And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I'm like, "Which way did they go?" And they went into the theater. So then I'm like, "Okay, well, that's a lie, because which is it? Are they here? Or are they not here?" And I was, I'll go look for them. It's like, no, they're with the group. They work here. They're fine. I'm just saying, it's just that easy. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, here we go." And then I go the credit card through the door. I've never seen that actually work. I've seen that in the movies, but I don't think that actually works. Like, maybe if you have talent, maybe. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt still. or give her an off ramp or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, it worked. They sure pulled on that door. They came right in." And I was like, "That door?" And then yeah, and then I go over to that door, and I told her a joke just to lighten the mood. I'm like, "You know what'd be funny?" Well, I went to the door and said, "I'm gonna try it," and she said, "Okay." And I said, "You know what'd be funny is if I pretend to use the credit card and I just open it with the keys, so I can impress you." And she's like, "Ha ha ha ha." And then I got out there and I was like, "So they just ran the card right through the door, like through the center?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's how they got in." And unlatched it. I opened the door. There's no latch in the center of the door. It's one of the doors that has the latches on the tops and on the bottom. So boom, busted. Lie, complete lie, like ridiculous lie that served no purpose to anybody other than her entertainment. But I kept giving her off ramps. I was like, "Oh, well, there's no actual thing in here to put a card through it. This is one of the doors where it's through the tops and the bottoms." And that's how most building doors are at commercial buildings. So, "Oh, well, they got in a different way then." And I was like, "Oh my God." And then I just didn't pursue it anymore, but she's fucking just lying just to lie. And it was completely ridiculous. Like, she's a ridiculous character. So that's two forms of Karening. This hopefully was an entertaining story for you. It was a little less serious than a lot of the other videos, and it's probably more relevant than a lot of the other videos too, because when you try too hard, sometimes it comes out shitty. But this, I was kind of just relaxed. Maybe it came out better. I don't know. I'm always trying to evaluate my own videos, even though I have an audience of like 20, and these are mostly self-deprecating. But anyways, that's the video. That was one of those things happened last week, one today. It was good. Anyways, peace.